Yo, what's up, Simon? Welcome to the stream. What's going on? I'm just getting started here. Figured, you know, might as well hit the freaking turn on the stream. Ranjish, what's up? How's it going? How's it going, everyone? Happy Saturday. What an awesome, crazy Saturday we're having with a lot of Ark of Osiris content going on. ZXY, what's up, dude? How you doing? Yeah, a lot of good stuff going on this weekend. We're gonna kick it off on the jumper, go on to the big account to prep, because there we're gonna commentate and participate in a pretty big Ark of Osiris. And I'm actually gonna announce a small project that I'm gonna try to work on with you guys and a few other content creators, whoever decides to join this venture. But we'll get to that in a little bit. For now, welcome everybody to the stream. Man, oh man, what a Saturday. There's crazy stuff going on. It's like too many things. When it rains, it pours. And then sometimes it's just like, what the heck do we do now? But as of this moment, it's just pouring in content. Okay. So a few updates right here. 5 million power. Nothing too crazy, really. Finally unlocked the first skin. This is the first skin that this jumper has, and probably the only one, as these three are not available. And obviously, as you can see, City Hall 22 working towards that 23 already. At this stage, I stopped using speed ups that are not construction speed ups to speed things up, unless for specific situations, which I'll show on the big account in a little bit. So this account has officially started its journey to tier 5s as far as I'm concerned. And the journey is all about gathering as many speed ups as possible to be able to plow through the researches as quickly and efficiently as we can. Now, unfortunately, obviously, I'm ways away from there, as I still need to hit City Hall 23, 24, 25, and then get those Academy 25 buildings and Academy 25, and only then I can truly say I am researches away from tier 5s. But the thing about it is, the researches will take a ginormous amount of time. We're talking about tens of thousands of hours worth of researches ahead of us. So we're already piling up researches, research speed ups and regular speed ups. We're piling up everything. You're pretty far ahead for this time of the kingdom. Yes, Mr. B, I mentioned it very clearly. A lot of people, I saw this multiple times, and I try not to pay attention to it because I understand where it comes from. But my big account was actually my first account, the account in which I learned things, I messed up things, I slowed down for certain periods of time. I didn't really know what to do and how to do it that well. So that account has really taken a while to start growing, and even now you'll see it, and there is a huge change in power in between last time you guys saw it. And that's primarily because I finally found myself in the correct setup to actually keep progressing. This account from the beginning has been in a place where it can progress enormously well and just not stop. So it hit City Hall 22 much faster than my big account. It hit 5 mil, and it'll hit more than that much faster than any other account I intend on creating. But the big problem with this account is that it's still in a level where it's in terms of armies very weak, because I have been training strictly tier 2s. Again, as far as I'm concerned, MGEs are very, very important, especially when Saladin is going to come out now in an MGE, so which is the Mightiest Governor event. So the thing is, right, I don't know really what I'm doing anymore with it, because the right thing to do is keep doing what I'm doing, which is tier 2s or maybe even tier 3 training it to be upgraded for tier 4s during Mightiest Governor for the best bang for your buck in terms of training. So you guys can see I can have over about 100,000 of each tier 4 once I'm done upgrading all these. But the problem is I need to wait for the right event to do it, which means that in this account, it's not going to be in the Ark of Osiris, in the coming up Ark of Osiris, because it just doesn't have the troops to do it, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, it means that tomorrow I will be also streaming, and I will be also streaming as the commentator of Legends Gaming Ark of Osiris, and that is going to be pretty cool because we got a couple of things planned out for you guys, and it's going to be really neat because it is going to tie in to the project that I'm working on, and I'm going to announce in a little bit, and hopefully a few other content creators will join in on this adventure, which is going to be all about creating Rise of Civilizations content for you guys in a very cool, organized way, and make the Ark of Osiris a little more competitive. I think that the Ark of Osiris is nice, but the fact that you don't know what other alliances within your kingdom are doing, or in general what other alliances are doing in these Ark of Osirises, it's kind of useless. So the plan is to hopefully organize some sort of, well, it's going to end up being some sort of a league. What we're gonna do, where we'll have like people who are participants, and we'll have accounts in many different kingdoms where we would go join that alliance to watch their Ark of Osiris, commentate above it, cast above it, and then have like kind of like the results. If we track the few players long term, the few alliances long term, we can see, like, you'll see what I'm gonna do with High. That is, I'm gonna analyze all the points that they had in the past, because I have images of what they did last time, and how many points individually, how many points did they get in total, how many arcs did they get, what issues they found out. So it's like with Ark of Osiris every 2 weeks, we might as well have it in a way that we do like a small organized kind of a league that is not based on who fights who, it's based on who wins and by how much and how many individual points and stuff. So we're really gonna do it really cool and have like casting, consistent casting into the Ark of Osiris, and that way it's just kind of like an event where we actually will have people like, hopefully myself, hopefully like Chisco, hopefully like Spooby, hopefully like Swagger, and a bunch of other people just commentating over different types of different arcs at the same time. And long term, we'll have like during the 2-3 days that the arc goes on, we'll have non-stop commentating all day long about all the different arcs going on, which would be not all of them, but a select few based on however we decide to do it. So it should be pretty cool. We're gonna try to start it off tonight, as I'm gonna half be part of the event and half not. I was planning on only casting it, but then I got roped into actually playing it as well, which I don't mind, but I just needed to figure out how to do both. So in this event, you guys can see we're almost done. Our final hurdle are the 2 pesky, annoying ones, which it is super frustrating because even though the Legends Gaming guys are very, very organized and very cool and very strong and all that, they have slowly started coming back this way, but a substantial mass is still sitting here. And as you can see, all their like markings have come to this side, rather than being where we were previously, which is right here. So I couldn't be bothered to go that way because the gathering out there is probably much harder. But that also means that to get these damn fort rallies going is a pain in the butt, because I can't ever get more than one person per, well, sometimes it's 2 or 3, but the only guaranteed way I can win a rally on a fort right now is like this, where I send out to rallies of level 2s where all I need is one person to join and we're done. Problem is that even that's been problematic on this side of the map. As you can see, I've tried a couple times and they got canceled, which sucks. So once that's done, we're gonna probably, well, we're gonna go ahead and wait a little longer for a couple more people to get in here, and we will start a awesome, beautiful, every couple of weeks type of key opening with 116 gold keys. Okay, now 116 gold keys is a lot of gold keys, guys, and we'll do the usual 50-50. We'll do 50% of them one by one, 50% of them all together. You guys will help me keep up with the amounts of legendaries we get on the 1 by 1, and from there, We will compare, and we have actually more keys than this on the big account, which I can show you very quickly. It's sitting right here on standby, waiting for us to finish up, because we got a couple of things to do on this account, and once we get that done, then it'll be much simpler. But I can see right here that it goofed, didn't it? It did. Good. Like this, and that, and this. So now you guys are seeing the 121 on this side, which is going to be a cool little thing we're going to do. We're going to do a double opening. We'll do the first one on the jumper and chill for a little bit and do some jumper stuff, get some of the barbarian hunting out of the way, see what you guys thinking, chill, ask some questions, get some feedback, you know, the regular stuff. Then we'll jump on the big account. We'll do another key opening, and then we got to set it up for the Ark of Osiris tonight. There's a lot of things that I need to get done on it, and it'll most likely not be as useful because I haven't really spent the amount of time I need to on that account to set it up the way it should be set up for like a very useful Ark of Osiris. On top of that, I can go ahead and show you. We do this. That the Ark on this account is kind of screwed up. You can see we hit 816,000 million power, and that's with me in there, even though I'm a weaker player compared to a lot of other players in there. They probably could have broken into the 825, 826, but we got paired up with some poor guys with 581 million power. I don't know who's in on this side, but they're looking at this and going, well, frick. So I even doubt they'll be fighting, right? If you go look at the troops of the guys they're going, right? We got tier 5, tier 5, tier 5, tier 5, almost tier 5, almost tier 5, almost tier 5. Did you get the point? So this is going to be rough for them. I highly doubt they'll even fight, to be completely honest with you. So I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to send only one march in the beginning, and I'm going to send it straight to the altar. That way I'm sitting in the altar for as long as I can sit. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So it might be a very boring one to commentate. If that's the case, then awesome, because the LG one tomorrow is going to be much closer. As you guys can see, in the jumper account, we actually picked up a very close opponent, which is really cool. It's going to be very tight. It's going to be all about the basic trying to win this thing, and it's actually going to be nice to be like on a proper 1v1, 30 versus 30, very close. Just get the 10k points. That's the plan, trying to get those 10k points. How would this even happen? Mr. B, I have no idea. I guess that sometimes it's just one of those things where based on the slots that you choose, you gotta they look for the best possible outcome on those matchings. So it kind of sucks because these guys that are on the big account, as you guys are seeing right here, got screwed. I would guess that in the time slot that we picked, we were the biggest alliance, and those were the second biggest, and I'm guessing that's how it got paired up. It kind of sucks for them, kind of sucks for us too. I mean, it's gonna be freebie probably, but if that's the case, then at least we have the jumper, which is gonna be much more interesting at a pretty close fight. Now, a couple of other interesting things to show you guys about the jumper is that it is already pretty close to City Hall 23. I mean, Wall 22 is all that's missing, and it is 2 hours away. On top of that, we can start working on the 23 path, but the 23 path will really mean that at the end of it, all these guys are going to be level 23, because that's what it's going to be needed to get this guy out of the way. So I'm going to probably stop training ballistas for a little bit and start working straight on this building, because it's going to take a little while. As the VIP shop, you guys can see, we've cleaned it up nicely. This time around, we did not buy gold keys, even though we have the speed ups, the gems for it. But I actually want to do something else, and I've been waiting for you guys to get this done. So as part of the recap video that I'm going to do this week to show you guys where the jumper sits, what the next milestone on it is, and how we got to where we got, I wanted to share with you guys something that happened with me today. So pretty much I wonder if I can still see those. I opened some Alliance gifts of the day because, you know, it happens. These guys make some purchases and you just enjoy the gifts, right? All is good, all is dandy. Unfortunately, you cannot see it here anymore. But what I ended up getting was 4,600 VIP points in 3 gifts. 2 2000s and 1 600, which was pretty cool. And it made me realize that I'm very, very close to VIP 10, as this account is 53 days old. And I do have the gems required for it. Now, if I were to think about gem spending events potentially coming up in the near future, then yes, I would be making right now a very big mistake in just gemming this up. But at the same time, if I want to not take a risk and start the inflow of every day that I don't do this, essentially, of speeding up this right here to VIP 10, I am missing out on a 2,000 plus 600, 700, 600, 2,600, 2,800 gems worth of items for free. So if I were to invest this in 10 days, I actually did not earn 28,000 gems worth of items. I also would really like to unlock Hannibal Barca, which would come in here, and that's what we would probably end up doing. Although I do need to still push up a bit more this Minamoto, and that's also on the menu. But if we can at least unlock this to keep getting it every day, our gold openings are going to be much bigger. The amount of legendary sculptures we'll have is a lot stronger. What's up, Spooby? So I'm going to go ahead and not mess up with this too much and just do this. I think that it's going to be well worth it to just push that to level 10 and then chill out from there. I do have the gems for it. I do have everything there. So, yeah, it's not too much to think about. I was just waiting for you guys, essentially, to be witnessing this account actually making its way straight up to VIP 10. And quite honestly, I do want to save up on the gems a little bit. So, that is VIP 10 on the jumper. So, yeah, that's that. You guys are playing PUBG Mobile. Good for you guys. I'll be playing later tonight. Right now is the Rise of Civilization stream time. Tell Be the Beast to get his butt in here. So we get our VIP 10 unlocked on the jumper, which is fantastic. This is 53 days in. Something that took hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of days. Well, a good few days for me on the big account. We're going to unlock Hannibal Barca in the next couple of days. Got to get those funds in and probably also pick up this too. Although I am really debating whether I just want to go ahead and go for this because of the arrows of resistance, but we'll see what happens. So we're VIP 10 on the jumper, which is great news. It's a real big push and very, very helpful to the situation this account is in and where it needs to be. With that being said, the question now is what's ahead of this account? Well, first of all, we're going to completely take a step back off of the gas pedal, essentially. We've been pushing a lot, and I've noted, I've said it more than once. You should be, I think the push to CH22 is worth it. Once you get that 5th March, a lot of things change. And as I'm seeing here, while we talked, another one of my rallies did not get filled, which sucks. But I can understand it, as most of the alliance is on the other side of the map. But I'm not going to move for one rally or for any rally event. I'm just going to plow through this. Hope at some point just one person will join my damn rally. And then it will be over. And then I can stay here while all of them cram out there to gather together on that little piece of land. I'll have most of this area for myself. I'm okay with that. It's just annoying when you need a couple of people to help you with a rally, but hopefully it'll work. Anyway, the whole thing here now is what do we do next? And the next steps are obviously City Hall 23, 24, 25. Those are mad expensive resource wise, and as you can see, our resources are not doing the healthiest. Our bags are pretty decent. I mean, as always, I mentioned to you guys, I open these so I don't forget that they exist. You guys can see we have a nice little reserve here and a good amount of resources, but this is nowhere near what we'll need for the rest of City Halls. So we're gonna have to put a break on that and start gathering more. What's up, Gabby? Welcome to the stream. How you been? We're gonna have to slow down a little bit more, pick up more resources, and start stockpiling the speed ups. You guys can see the speed ups here are getting stockpiled quite nicely. There's not that many, but it's still a nice chunk. This is nowhere near what we're gonna need for the tier 5 push, but it is what we're gonna need to get closer there and potentially to abuse events as we are gonna keep pushing through things in here. So if I get these, I usually say, you know, always go to research. I don't care. Hey, Hannah, how you doing? But it's primarily because, you know, the research speed ups are the ones that are really the ones that we want. We don't really want training. We don't really want building. We really need research. Tier 5s is all about that research. And you can see, as far as researches are concerned, in our economy, we went ahead and made sure that all of our researches are as fast as possible. And we're working on our building now, which is also why I slowed down. And which is also why I think you guys, and as I'm noticing, I see that you guys can barely hear the music. So I brought the levels up a little bit. So I'm building up here to keep going with the city halls. But of course, is Valentine's pack good for resource? Valentine pack is good for the resource pack, or maybe another pack, it's better. So the Valentine's pack is all about, well, the resources are really nice because it's a pick'em system. So as you can see, what you end up getting are resources that you can pick, which is really neat because then you can select whichever one you're lacking. And I like that. But the nice thing about these packs is once you get through the $5, $10 and $20 packs, the $50 pack and $300 packs you can buy are all full of speed ups, and that's a lot of speed ups. There's a lot of speed ups, and on top of that, the gems is a really good deal. Why are you training tier 2s with 5 million power? Okay, the amount of power you have has absolutely nothing to do with the type of training troops you're training. Okay, so get that connection out of your head. I'm training tier 2s on a 13 million account, and there's people with 30 million power training tier 2s. The reason you train tier 2s is because you are prepping for a Mightiest Governor event. During Mightiest Governor events, day 1 are all about training troops. Now, if you take the time in between to train the troops naturally, like I've been doing, it'll cost you almost nothing resources wise. And time is just natural time of training. All is good. Once the Mightiest Governor event actually happens, that's where you can go ahead and start upgrading these tier 2s to tier 4s. When you do that, it'll cost you about half the speed ups, half the time, half the energy, and you don't have to have that many resources stocked up, speed up stocked up. You just have most of your work, well, a good part of your work cut out, and then upgrading them to tier 4s will be cheaper, faster, better. So that's why I train tier 2s. I've been training only tier 2s. The only little bit of tier 3s and tier 4s I have was for quests and because of accidental trainings. Other than that, everything here is tier 2s. As you can see, they will all become tier 4s once the Saladin event happens, because I want to guarantee that Saladin 10 sculptures. And in this account, I might be able to potentially get more. But on the other account, on the 13 million account, the big account, there's going to be a lot of people fighting for those top 15 spots, and I'm going to have to really push it, which is why that other account has been training also tier 2s, but not only tier 2s for a little while, it's been training tier 2s for a long while. Like, we're going to be able to upgrade over 400,000 tier 2s and another 200,000 tier 3s. So that's going to be a 600,000 tier 4 upgrade right here, which is going to be absolutely bonkers in terms of the niceness of rewards we'll get. Let's go ahead and keep an eye here as Arsonist is pushing for tier 5s. Look at this guy pushing in for tier 5s. You guys can see he's been dropping these wonderful gifts all day long for a little while now. We get more VIP points right here. Let's go ahead and also get the forts so we get more AP potions, which we didn't this time around. When are you opening chests? We can open them right now. I think it's a great idea to open in the jumper the chests right now. What do you guys think? Should we open them right now? Should we do the first chest opening on the jumper account? Okay. Is the chat, is the stream hyped enough for the first opening of the night? We can do a half and half on the jumper just to get it started a little bit. You know what I mean? Everybody loves themselves a nice little gold. Well, this is going to be the second one in the big account, which we're going to have to talk about and chill on and we'll do some work on for a little bit. And then on this account, by the way, the quest is done in here, 100 out of 100. And we hit level 22 and kind of stalled. I don't think we're going to make it to 23, but we're going to definitely try our hardest. Unless by some miracle we end up picking up more packs, but I highly doubt that'll happen. Anyway, let's swap to the jumper account. And let's do our regular, usual, and awesome chest opening. 117 gold keys on the table. With the... Oh, and there... I trained... it's a wrong set. Oopsie. Hold on. No. Yes. This. Go. Okay, cool. Actually, I goofed twice on stream, but that's cool. I don't really want that to be training anything that is more than 2 hours, because after that wall is starting, then we're gonna go ahead and upgrade this. So we have 2 hours. So let's go. No. So let's go ahead and train enough of these for 2 hours. So something like that. Cool. Perfect. All right, let's do this. Chest opening, first one of the night. Okay, hold on a second. We're gonna need to chill this out, get that hype going. Let's start it off with the basic request from you guys. I need you guys' hands up in the air. If you guys don't know how to do it, here's your hands up in the air. All you gotta do is copy what I wrote right now and delete the spaces. Get your hands up for good luck. What we're gonna do is 116. We're gonna divide 116 in 2. What we end up getting is 58 plus 59 on the on whichever one is the best one, because we have an uneven amount of keys. So we're gonna do up to 50, up to 60. Okay, up to 60. In here, 1 by 1s, and then from there we are gonna figure out if we're doing the 1 extra in the 1 by 1s or not. Now here's the deal, chat. I'm gonna need your help, guys. I'm gonna need your help. Can one of you please just keep a count of total how many legendary sculptures we get? If we get a full commander, that's 10, but any singles we get, please keep a count in the chat with me, okay? So we can do a matchup again between the 1 by 1s and the open all at ones. With the awesome hands in the air, we are gonna start off with the 1 by 1s. Let's get it going all the way down to 60. We go 117 keys, and the first one is... Okay, we start off with at least one purple. We're just gonna keep cranking these out. I see a first yellow, and that's a star. Nothing really big right now. Another yellow coming out. 2 Cleopatras. We're starting off strong. 3 keys in, 2 Cleopatras in, and now we get some greens. We're not even gonna bother about those. I do need some epic commanders because we are gonna be working on a few of them, like Herman and a few others for the event coming up. Another yellow, and we get Julius Caesar. 10 Julius Caesars, and we can actually unlock them for the first time on this account, which is fantastic. That means we're gonna get a pack that we gotta go buy pretty soon. With that being said, we are barely 8 keys in. 8 keys in with a lot of legendaries. That's another 2. How many legendaries is that, guys? I think we're on the 6, 7. What's the count right now? Keep the count with me in chat, guys, so I know exactly where we stand as we get to key number 10. Key number 10, Sun Tzu. Eulji is one guy that we're going to want to work on. We want epics on the big account. On this account, we'll take anything at this point. It is in a earlier stage in most of the epics, so absolutely anything we get is great as far as I'm concerned. Osman is a fantastic pull, which we're definitely going to need a little more of. A yellow, and we get 2 more Cleopatras. Cleopatra has been showing up a lot here as we're hitting key number 15. Not too many things going on in here, but we're going to just keep plowing, pushing through this. 17 keys in, and we're starting to see a slowdown a little bit. A slowdown in the pulls as Scipio comes out. Big boy Scipio. Come on, man. Let me see some yellows. We're going to need a little more legendaries in order to ensure our success, because as of right now, it's going to be a very easy task for the open all to beat the 1x1 today. And so far, it's looking grim. It really is looking grim, as I'm not seeing any yellows. A few, you know, full commanders coming out trying to make it look like this is better than it is. It is clearly not it. It is clearly not it. Holy lordy, it is clearly not it. Come on, open another one. And Charles Martel, there we go. We got Charles, 2 Charleses. That's great. That's what we need. We got to keep the momentum going. At least 29 more keys, and then from there we'll see. What's up, Evil Rabbit? Welcome to the stream as we are pushing 30 keys in. Only about, what, 11 legendaries. So we're getting there, but we're going to need a little bit of a push. We're going to need a full commander as Baybars comes out. Not the right full commander that I'm thinking about. We need a yellow commander. Let's go ahead and open a couple of them just like this. Maybe that will change our luck a little bit, or just flush out the bad stuff. As I see 5 Frederick sculptures, which is fantastic. 1 more opening right there, and then we'll go back to the 1x1s. Guys, I need to see the numbers and the hands in the air, because we are about halfway to the end, and it's looking grim. It's looking grim. 16 is not a lot of juice. I mean, of course we're happy to get them, but we want more. You know what I mean? We want it to be good. So about what? This is 40 some keys in. Looking dire. It looks like this account might be the unlucky one this time around, based on what I'm seeing we're pulling. It is going to be a very, very tight race in between the two. But I have a very big I have a very big suspicion that the big account is really going to end up getting the good stuff today. As we are nearing the 57 57 mark, 10 more keys to go. Well, probably less than that, because we're going to leave a little bit more for the all. 1 more for the open all, I think, will be adequate, right? So we are 53 in. We're going to do at least these 4 more, and then the rest we'll do 60 all at once, because boy, oh boy, this 1x1 hasn't been working out. And 5 more Cleopatras. I think we've gotten them all from here. 21s. Oh, and then some yellows. 2 more Charleses to kind of help us towards the end. And a final key will give us only the greens. Only the greens, as 21 legendary commanders were opened up on the 1x1, 23. Let's go ahead and open all the silvers very quickly, because I do like the silvers just being opened up just like that. And now we know everything we got. A little bit of XP, some good speed ups, a decent amount. We get some purples here, which is not that terrible, not that many, not the craziest thing considering this. But now comes the time where the hands must come up in the chat. I see 21, 23, 19. I'm going to go with the 23 just because, you know what, 23 sounds the better number. We need to be 23 legendary commander sculptures. Now, to be fair, I'm going to roll one more open, and then I'm going to give the most to the open all, which means this is the last one by one we open, hoping that it helped it out, but it didn't. 59 are going to roll at once. Like always, I'm going to hide the screen. I'm not going to look, and I'm just going to click that button and click OK. And once I click OK, I am not going to look at the screen. I'm going to look at you, chat. In chat, you guys got to tell me one of two things. Either OMG for you it won or LOL for failure. So you're either laughing at me or oh my godding. Here we go, guys. Hands up in the air. We're going to go ahead and do this. It's going to suck. I hope that we beat the 23. And we still have a whole big account worth of keys to go to. Hands up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing this. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. Okay, well, we got a legendary that we didn't have before, which is always a spoiler alert on this thing. And it's also an indicator that I'm about to go spend some money. But I see OMGs. I see wow. I see OMGs. You say can't see OMG. OMGs. Too many OMGs. Did it win? It needed to be 23. Okay, let's go look at what happened. So I see a nice little amount of decent resources, some good speed ups. I see a little bit of yellows here, which is pretty good. Some purples. Some purples. Okay, so far so good. And then more purples. This scares me. There's a decent amount of them right here, right here, right here, right here, which are all nice. And then we get into... We get into the yellows. Okay, 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 okay. There's a whole another row? Yes, there is. There's a whole nother row. There is 18 here, and there is a whole nother row. I can't. Damn. Damn. Wow. Time out. Time out. This is 30. This is 40. This is 50. And this plus that is 60. Is another 15, right? So 65. 65 legendary commander sculptures to push up our commanders. Wow. And I'm guessing we unlocked Julius, which is kind of weird because we had them in sculptures that we could have unlocked, which is why this is here, and we're gonna have to go pick that one up in a little bit. Let's go look at what it did to our commanders. So you guys can see our Richard is fairly healthy, pushing up on this account. This Rude Boy Mehmed is on his way to get to the next level. I'm not surprised that this girl can be upgraded. I got more of her than anything. Our Cao Cao can be upgraded, which is fantastic news. I'm always happy upgrading Cao Cao. And Charles. Charles can be upgraded twice. Bam. Perfect. Charles making his way up. These guys really need to step it up, and I'm going to have to figure out how to get these guys to a better level. We're going to probably have to spend some of these, but at the same time, we have Saladin coming up soon, and we still have Richard to max out. So things are getting interesting around here. Now, I saw a lot of Boudica, and yet I cannot upgrade her yet. I saw some Belisariuses that I'm still away from. What about Osman? Osman can take an upgrade, and he will. There is another upgrade that's perfect. Joan is always needed. I need those gathering speeds on her. What else we got here? Yes, yes, Scipio. Scipio knows what's up. Scipio is 5 sculptures away from another skill maxed. We have Sun Tzu, who I don't really care for too much, but that's completely fine. This guy got nothing. Herman can definitely be leveled up. Herman can definitely enjoy some of his new levels, new stars. Bam, perfect. And he can already start pushing up that next skill of his, which is the archer attack skill. Now, what we got else here? We got Baybars coming up, another couple of levels, which is great. We need him a lot. And Pelagius can also finally find himself getting an upgrade in stars as well, which is going to be very needed considering we want to start building up the secondary, tertiary types of marches, and we're going to need this cavalry right here, just like we're going to need his infantry right here. And this is going to be helpful for us to reach the punching bag theory, which we will hopefully abuse with this guy at the top once we get there. So this account is in a decent shape. Gabby says, let's go check out these chords, as he says that there's one of the biggest guys fighting a bunch of people. Let's go see what that is. So this 624, go. So we made it here, and what we have is, it looks like lucky against every single VID guy. It looks like this is all planned out to a certain extent. Just a fight, a planned out fight. This guy is probably tier 5s, which he has some. He doesn't have that many, but he does have some tier 5s. Against all these guys, which are also tier 5 players. Wow. This guy's tier 5s. Oh, so he ported into these guys. He straight up ported to fight against these guys. There's a little bit of little kids here, but this is the big boy right here. Mad fights going on here on the ground all of a sudden. I didn't understand what for and why, but you can see a few of them are having, some of them are sending their Juliuses up ahead. I see a Pelagius up ahead, an AoE up ahead. This guy has Charles, which are all his infantries right here, doing insane amounts of damage. I'm guessing this is his cavalry march that's getting chewed up. And this is his mixed march. Here come the horses again. Yeah, really? You're gonna fight him? Well, these guys kind of backed down, which is pretty weird. Why'd they back down? Does the trap account work the same as Lord's Mobile? No. In Lord's Mobile, if a rally hits you and you eat up the rally, you take the leader. That's why you trap. That's why it's called the trap. The biggest alliance in Kingdom 127 are being terrorized and zeroed by an 80 million player. That blows. Nothing you can do against that guy, though. Okay, well, we're going to go back to our little area in this game with the jumper. As we finished our first opening, we got a very successful amount of sculptures, and we're going to go into the big account in a little bit. Now that we have a few marches, I want to go ahead and start and finish up gathering some barbarians here. From what I'm understanding, can I join his rally? I didn't see his rally. I did not see his rally. I'm going to keep just sending rallies to level 2s until one of them finally gets filled up. And then we can finish that quest. And then we got to go ahead and hunt some barbarians, because I left out some barbarians even though there was a good event with the Brazen Thieves. There was just too many things going on at the same time. I just had to give up on that one. So on this account, I'm going to really have to start hunting some barbarians down. And the problem is, just like I mentioned to you guys, this account doesn't have enough troops yet to be able to destroy every single type of barbarian without any problems. So I need to kind of be a little wary as to which barbarians I am fighting. And it's a little annoying It's a little bit frustrating that this account can do a lot more than it does at this stage, because I'm sacrificing a little bit of its current fun factor to make it bigger and stronger long terms. So it's kind of weird. It makes no sense, I guess, but at the same time, it is what it is, right? It works out. So at this point, I need to remember that we're going to swap into the big account in less than 50 minutes. We have about an hour and 48 minutes until that event of the Ark of Osiris happens on the big account. So it's one of those things where we're going to probably change. What I'm going to do, which is probably going to be a killer for the stream, is I am going to have to stop streaming and start up again with a different title, different title, different thumbnail, different everything. So there is a completely different VOD of the stream. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is, when I tell you that I'm leaving for that, just stick around. I'm going to come right back up, wait 30, maybe 40 seconds, maybe a minute, and then refresh the page, and I'll be back, because I'm going to want to make sure that we have the Ark of Osiris's as a separate VOD, and that way people can enjoy rewatching matches between certain big alliances as part of the league that we will be making sooner rather than later. I'm working on all the logistics on the behind the scenes on how to do that league that I mentioned that I want to do with all the Ark of Osiris's. So it's going to be a lot of fun. KCJPV, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, everyone. I see we already have one subscriber of the night that I completely missed. So give me a second as I shout out Jonathan Hernandez from 14 minutes ago. I'm going to repop your thing on the screen, and thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the beer glass. Thank you for helping fill it up. I appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy the content. We're working hard here on making some much more organized, cool fighting content, which is going to include a lot of analyzing Ark of Osiris events, a lot of showcasing different things and stuff like that. Did I miss your next project announcement? I mentioned what I'm doing. I'll keep announcing it throughout the stream. Is that what we're gonna do? Is I'm working on organizing the Ark of Osiris event into something like kind of a league that we track. We will have a good amount of alliances. I haven't decided how many we're gonna track yet. We're just gonna try as many as possible. And what we're going to do is we're going to organize it so that every Ark of Osiris means something. Essentially, there will be a group in my Discord or in a separate Discord. We'll see how we do it, where some of the representatives of each alliance will go in there. I'll publish like a link to a form where you upload like 4 or 5 screenshots tops. It'll take you like it'll take you no time. You can take the screenshot before, after, upload all of them, and then that way I will have your results. Not only your matchup, this image right here, so we see who you matched up against like this, but also the aftermath of how many points the whole alliance did, the individual points and stuff like that. And from there on, we'll be able to analyze things, right? So I'd like myself and other content creators who decide to join me on this thing to cast events. And the way we'd cast it is by having the previous ones, right? So if I know that, for example, what's up to 22A, 22A? Hey, I need some advice for Ark. If you only have a couple of minutes to tell me what do you do as the alpha player of my alliance, what I should do for the Ark. So there's a couple of things you should be doing. First of all, if you have enough tier 5s, I wouldn't. The way the Ark works is that the Ark itself, right, is that once you pick it up, it slows you down by 50%, and it also gives you a multiplier of 100 damage dealt to you, okay, as the guy holding the Ark. So you don't want to be the guy holding the Ark. What you want to do is you want to be the guy sending marches after the Ark, past where your area is to their area, and making sure whoever you guys designate as the person carrying the Ark will be protected. If it's you and you're gonna take tier 1 calves just to make it as fast as possible while you defend yourself, that's cool too. But at the same time, it might be worth it for you not to be the guy carrying the Ark, and you should be the guy protecting with 2 marches or so whoever's around that arc to ensure that your team gets the points, and leading rallies towards the bigger buildings. I think that as a rally leader, you'll be very, very important as an alpha. So you're gonna have to multitask. 1 march or 2 marches are gonna have to be rallies into buildings like the altars and the shrines and stuff like that. 1 or 2 marches, preferably 2, next to the Ark of Osiris, and helping whoever is carrying it, protecting them from others trying to beat them down. And finally, 1 march to do whatever the hell you want with it. How would you divide your power? It's really up to you. I don't really know how many troops you have, but as the alpha, your job is to ensure that the arc is safe and secured and points come to you, as well as helping your alliance, leading rallies to ensure that you guys take as many buildings as possible and sit in them as long as possible. Mohammed ZM, how are you doing? I'm great, my friend. How about you? How's your Saturday going? So yeah, for the Ark of Osiris, what we're gonna do is and I mentioned this to you, Spooby, as well. If you're completely down to do it, it'd be awesome. We're gonna create this sort of a tracking system, we'll call it, that is like a league where each alliance that we track every week, everyone is gonna submit results, and everyone's gonna submit to us like when they decide when their arc is gonna be. And we are going to take that schedule among us, the casters, and we'll make sure there is someone streaming as many of those events, of those matches as possible, casting on top of them, and keeping with stats, right? So if this picks up and works well, within 2 months or so, each of the alliances will have like 2 to 4 Ark of Osirises under their belts, and we'll have like results. We can go ahead and be like, you know, this guy who was the alpha last time around seems to really be struggling with this time around, as it seems like there are more tier 5s competing against them than the previous Ark of Osiris they participated, you know, stuff like that. So we're really gonna try to make a league out of it. And Spooby, if you want to be part of it as a caster and as in general someone running the show, I have yet to start. I've just started by making the form for alliances who want to be part of it, to just fill it up for now. That's a Google form, and any of you who want to participate are more than welcome to hit me up on Discord. But once I make it an actual system, we come up with an actual system, I'll make a proper video, and hopefully we'll get some submissions, and we'll have like a nice situation where within a couple of months, every time there's Ark, there's going to be full streams all day long about Arks happening, and kind of like making it a cool competitive thing. 22A, did I answer your question about what you should be doing as the alpha player in your alliance? What do you guys think about the idea? If you guys think I'm crazy, or you guys have any cool way to make it better, let me know here. Let me know in the comments, and I'll be making a video about this soon once I actually start working on the system around it, around the actual event itself. What's a good skill tree for Cao Cao? So Cao Cao is your cavalry peacekeeping mobility guy. He's one of the kings of mobility. And I mean, if you're using him as a primary, which you could use him as a primary, either him or him, it really doesn't matter which one you go with. I mean, it does to an extent that this guy will give you mobility against his skill. But usually what I end up doing with them is this guy ends up being on the spectrum of a peacekeeping skill commander, while Cao Cao will be more a cavalry mobility commander. So if you ask me, you should be focusing on your Cao Cao being a little cavalry. As you can see, mine I've not even touched him yet, as I have not had any use for him yet. What's up, Salma? How you doing? What's up, Roosevelt? Welcome guys to the stream. Did you open the gold chests? I opened the ones on the jumper. There's still the big account, which we're gonna look at in a moment. You guys are actually not seeing my screen for quite some time, aren't you? And you're not seeing absolutely a thing. How long have you guys not been seeing the jumper account? I'm amazed at the fact that you guys are still not saying a word. We were on the wrong account altogether all this time. So I didn't finish everything yet. The big account is still there. It still has 120. I'm at war, so busy. War is fun. War is a lot of fun. War is where it's at in this game. And I see that we are marching towards the final fort. Thank God. The final fort that we need. And we'll get one more gold key, which will insta open, because why not? And hope for the best, right? And here I was in the background, killing all these barbarians, thinking you guys can see everything. So, yeah, we got When are you going to open the last keys? Probably in a couple of minutes we'll swap accounts. Ark of Osiris is in 2 hours, in an hour and a half for me as well alone. And we're going to be streaming it live right here with commentary, and I'm going to try to play it too, which will be pretty tough. Although I'm not coordinating anything, just sending a couple of troops here and there. And even on the big account, we don't have that many tier 4s, so it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, as we're going to probably be sending a little bit of tier 3s and even tier 2s out there. But it really doesn't matter. These guys are going to get slaughtered regardless on the big account. There's a 300 million gap between us. What's up, Zishan? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. What the fuck? Everyone got Ark of Osiris in my kingdom, nothing about it. That's a good question. I wonder if it's gonna be like every 2 weeks, but in an alternating fashion. So every week there will be Ark of Osiris. I really hope that's what they decided to do, because Ark of Osiris is gonna be every 2 weeks. So perhaps Kingdoms 2 and 4 got it this week, and Kingdoms 1 and 3 will get it next week, and it'll be alternating. I really hope that's the case. Hey, I'm VIP 14 and message retracted. Okay. I couldn't even read that. What did he say? Something about I'm VIP 14 and I'm VIP jealous. If he should buy someone with B, if he should buy Hannibal Barca, and if so, the answer is yes. Hannibal Barca is great. I'm gonna be picking him up in the next couple of days, hopefully sooner rather than later. Again, it just depends on whether my damn credit card will stop being annoying about making purchases online. Too much damn security, and at the end I can't even buy what I really want. Just kind of stupid. I also need to pick this up, which I need to do very, very, very soon. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in a moment. And that will also most likely mean that I'll have to keep covering a little bit more to get this done, because it'll give me 2100. So I'm probably going to end up buying one of these as well and rolling for a Cao Cao. Project announcement. Yes, Zishan, I can keep on announcing it. What we're going to do is pretty simple. What we're going to do is we are going to start tracking Ark of Osiris events across the game. So any alliance that's going to be willing to participate in a league type of format that we're going to work on, what's going to happen is essentially every alliance participating will message me in a form every time, just a couple of screenshots of how they did and who they fought. And we will keep up like a table with placements, how many matches, how many victories, who has the most personal points, which alliance got the best amounts of points, like all these different things. We're gonna make like a nice little league out of it. So I am looking for alliances that are willing to participate, and I haven't announced it yet, like officially with a video, because I wanted to first make a pilot with my 2 alliances in high and in high and in LG1, and Killer Alon's alliance is part of it as well. And we're gonna do a really, really cool like league where hopefully if we catch Lilith Gaming's attention enough, and it like becomes a thing where we track a bunch of alliances and a lot of content creators become part of it, then they're going to be streaming it together, and we're going to be casting events, and we're going to make a league out of it so that there's actual casting, there's actual, like, every time you guys get online on the days of the Ark of Osiris, one of us content creators will be online casting one of those Ark of Osirises that are participating in this event, and that's how we'll be able to slowly, like, see more of the bigger players and how they act and play if they decide to participate, of course. So I'll explain. There we go. Bam. I'll be making a better, more formal announcement with all the practices and things and all the procedures and the people involved in it. And hopefully, if it picks up a little bit of steam and we get like maybe 10, 15 alliances that are willing to allow a small guy in for a certain period of time, a little before the Ark, to be able to cast the games, then we'll have consistent casts of every single cycle of Ark of Osiris's, and it's going to be cool. We got one more gold key, and we are not going to leave this account before we gold key it up all the way. So let's go ahead and finish training here. And what else we got here? We did the VIP 10, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and roll one last gold key. What do we get? Ooh, okay. Nothing very useful. Let's finally swap accounts, go to the big account now, and start playing on the big account. And more specifically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna swap the monitors all together in between the two accounts. So you guys are not seeing absolutely anything right now because I don't want to be looking at you guys sideways. So now that we have the big account on the main screen, we can go ahead and let you guys see again. We have the mysterious merchant once again with us, and as I've always mentioned to you guys, I shouldn't have picked this one up, but oh well. Negative minus 70% is money. 50% is not something I pick up. Although I really would love these speed ups at 6 hours of speed ups, but no, we don't do that. We're gonna keep going on. 90s we take, 90s we take, these we take, 60s we take, 30s and 40s we always take because it's for resources. And nothing else nice in here. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh once. I don't want the gold. I do want the food. I do want this. I will pick these guys up and these as well. Perfect. That was actually really worth it. 20% discount. I'm good on that one. This guy I can take. It won't be a problem. And that's that. Are you a pay-to-win player? On this account, yes. On the jumper account, yes. On the free-to-play account, no. Yo, I bought like so many damn packs, but since yesterday, that whole Valentines bundle got removed or something. Do you know how? It didn't get removed. Once you picked up 3 $100 packs of the Valentines, you maxed it out. So you can't buy more than 3 times the $100 pack for Valentines. That's why it disappeared. You'll get more than 15, trust me, bro. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll see if people want to participate. And people saying yes, I'm down. That's one thing. People actually going through the process of sending the screenshots and stuff like that. Well, that's a completely separate story. And yes, Quinn, it is very, very sad. You need 60 more roses for level 25. Start grinding, man. I kind of gave up, I think. I think that I don't have a chance to get to level 23. I need like probably like 150 plus to get it done, at least 100. So I'm going to have to grind a lot. And we have an Ark of Osiris coming up in an hour and a half, which we really got to prep to because we got to make some decisions. First of all, a bunch of my commanders, as you can see, are lacking talents and are pretty at a lower-ish level. So we're going to kind of have to figure out how we're going to utilize them. We know we can utilize him, and we know we can utilize him. But I think that he's going to be leading a lot of rallies, a lot of marches this time around. And I think that I'm going to have Richard with Eulogy. I'm gonna reset Eulogy right now to be an infantry guy. an infantry attack. He was on the wall for a little while, which is why he's set up like this. So he's going to get set up with an infantry setup, which we are going to look at in a little bit. So I reset him so I remember that I have to do it. Yes, Mark, we're all in the same time, in the same time slot, right? You just finished yours, super happy about it. That's awesome. You want what's the best legendary leadership commander? I want to ask, who's the best legendary leadership commander? If you're hitting cities, then probably Mehmed. And if you're hitting like anything else, Hannibal Barca is pretty good, and Julius Caesar is decent. What's up, AB the Beast? I've been watching you this whole stream but not able to comment. Yeah, because you're playing PUBG. And then when you play PUBG with me, you disappear. So, cool. Good to know. Question is, aren't you the dad? No. Actually, there is 2 new dads right up here. They have surpassed the status. So we got here this bad boy who I think I need. He is already set up to be a cavalry guy. So I might have him leading him. And I'll have him led by him. And then have Scipio leading Osman. And we might just like say screw it and just push Osman up all the way. We'll see what ends up happening after. Wow, the disrespect I can be alone. Damn, Gecko throwing you in the bean, AB the Beast. Of course I don't throw him to the bean. Are you out of your mind? I'm the one getting thrown away every time. I'm the one who logs into PUBG Mobile to play with this guy, and it's been 3 days in a row now that he's ditched me. Do I play Apex Legends? I do, Droid, but I'm having such a hard time understanding how to shoot in that game, because it's not like in PUBG Mobile or even in Fortnite where the shots are pretty accurate. There's a crazy amount of recoil, and there's like certain specific aim that you gotta aim a little lower than it seems. So I am playing the game. Yesterday I ditched you, boy. What you mean? What are you talking about? What's up, Abby? Welcome to the stream. You're just in time. We're gonna do another key opening in a couple of minutes to the big account. If you want to call the DJ guys up to see if they can get lucky and get some keys open just like I am. If Cupid was here, I'd be like, let's do a 1v1 on the key opening. What's up, Chiskel? Just in time. So Chiskel, I messaged you about the thing that I mentioned. We talked about that too. I'm actually gonna be working here on a few things, on all these cool forums and stuff like that to get that going. And I really want to try to push after. I think you have your arc at one in an hour and a half. If you want your alliance to be part of the whole thing as well, I'll probably just take the VOD from your channel and make that. So, key opening. Another key opening. That's the second one of the night. We're opening 121 gold keys. Yeah, we've both got that arc time frame. 121 gold keys. We're gonna go with a basic. Wow, that's a lot of gold keys. Yes, Chisco. We opened 117 on the jumper a little bit ago. Picked up 23 legendary commanders in the 1x1s, and then 67 out of 59 opened all at once. How do you save that much? Bro, I'm a hoarder. If every 2 weeks we do these openings, every 3 weeks we do these openings, and all I care about is gold keys. I'm the kind of guy you can buy with gold keys. I mean, Cupid sent a message on the DJ line group. She is from Kingdom 200, the leader of DJ in Kingdom 200. With all her gold keys, she has something like this as well, and I'm like, You need to, you know the way to my heart when you're talking in gold keys. Gold keys are my favorite. So let's go ahead and open these bastards up. What we're going to do is we're going to open 60 1x1s, and then we're going to go ahead and open 60 all together. Yes, Chisco, I'll be streaming mine. I'll be attempting to cast mine, and I'm going to be casting Legend Gaming's tomorrow as well. If you want to stream yours, go ahead. We can double it up. It'd be pretty fun. Galaxy, what's up, Galaxy? Galaxy is actually a really good name. You should probably stream it. I mean, if you want to record it and then show it later, stream it. I don't know. I was already live, so I was like, I might as well stick it and keep going. Like, we got an hour and a half to set this account up a little bit better, and then we'll see from there. You're 21 million power. What's the cheapest way to get to tier 5s and how to do that? There's no real cheapest way. The best thing you can do is keep getting the best deals possible on speed ups right here. Get the best deals possible on speed ups right here. And then it's just up to how much you're willing to spend. If you want to go cheap, time is everything. You're just going to keep getting all the bargains you can. You can obviously just go ahead and say screw it and go, instead of the VIP shop, go in here and buy as many speed ups as you want. But it'll be just very, very expensive. To be exact, I have 1,007 gold keys. That's insane. That's you can't play an account that you keep that many gold keys. It's just you're gonna need the commanders that come out of those to play, or else what are you doing? Okay, let's go ahead and open these keys. You guys are ready? Let's do our regular hands up in the air in the chat for the good luck. I want to see the spam of hands in the air as we open 60 1x1s and 61s all together. Chat, keep a count with me, okay, guys? Keep the count with me on how many legendaries we get on the one-on-one, and then we'll do just like previously. We're gonna open them all at once. I'm not gonna look, and you guys will tell me whether we hit or bust. Let's go ahead and open up the first key, and oy vey, if this is how it's gonna go, then I can already tell that this is gonna be a very, very bad opening. 2 keys in, we get a first yellow, and it's a star. I don't care about epics as well. Look at this garbage. Is this a silver key? I don't care about epics as well. We're gonna have to work on a lot of epics right before this event to set everything up, talents wise and levels wise and skills wise. So epics are good, but not like this. Ugh. I can already see this. Listen, if this is going to go like the previous one, we're going to open some silvers in between the first 1x1s. Because if this is going to be the way it goes, then we're going to have a very, very big problem. As we are... Okay, Kusunoki is not a bad thing. This guy's maxed out, so that's useless. We are 10 keys in and only... Well, the Charles Martel kind of saving us a little bit. City of Hope for fountain only for tier 5 push, VIP 15 buffs and all that good. Yup, that's pretty much it. It's you just got a City of Hope out the butt and just get to VIP 15 for those buffs, but it's absolutely nothing you can do beyond VIP shop and just keep doing that. Don't forget to drop a like too. Yes, you guys got to drop a like on these videos on this stream right now as we're rolling a ginormous amount of keys. And listen, I'm gonna have to chill out for a little bit. Look at this. That was actually pretty good. That was actually pretty good for the silvers. It's not bad at all. But can we get some gold ones? Can we get some proper gold ones? Because this is really starting to be depressive. If we get nothing to 100, we're gonna have to swap it up again. Kusunoki really trying to get maxed out, which he is very close to. We get another yellow, another 5 Charles. Perfect. Charles is one of those guys that I'll take on this account as much as possible. So we are at 5. We are at 5 right now. Let's open until 100 like this. Maybe that's the problem, that we just watch the whole animation. Not 5, 8. You are right, S. We are at 8. Whoo-wee, because we picked up 5 there. So at 8... with 22 down, about 30 to go. This is looking grim. This is looking really bad. This is looking really bad. If we hit the 90s and see nothing, we're going to get out and get in because something is wrong. Is Echo in my chat? Is Echo here? Because this is like classic 2018 Echo luck right here. Come on, yellow. I saw yellow. Let it be a commander. And El Cid. 10 sculptures so far. 10 sculptures so far. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are 30 keys in. 30 keys in. Guys, where are those hands in the air? We are not seeing the luck we need to be seeing right now. Where are those hands in the air? By the way, I'll show you guys a couple of things that changed on this account overnight. One of them being City Hall 25, which we cranked up. And there's a fun event going on that we actually abused, took advantage of, and went ahead and enjoyed the amounts of points. Now, James the Bunny is being a little bit of a pest. A little bit of an annoyance, trying to push things up a little bit. But what he doesn't know is that I got 2 big boy buildings being leveled up. And 2 more decent level buildings ready to be pushed with another 50,000, another 300 out of here. So we're definitely going to get that done. Let's go back to the keys now that we saw a little bit of the good luck. I see a lot more hands in the air. Maybe that's what we needed. El Cid's the best. I am almost going to ban that AB the Beast guy. But with Charles coming out, that's all we want. We want Charles. Yes, come on, baby. We got this. That's the change that we needed as we get the greens and blues down to about another 24 regular clicks to go. I'm pretty sure we're gonna scrap before that, because guys, look at this horrendousness that is this opening. And here I thought that the opening on the other account was bad. This is like, okay, well, that's still pretty bad, because out of everything we got her, which I'm not complaining at all, because that's 10 sculptures right here. That doubles us up to 22, which is really, really nice. But we want more. We need more. We need to see, like, we saw 67 coming out of the open all. So, I mean, gotta open all those keys before the Ark. Exactly. That's what we're doing right here. Opening all these keys before the Ark. But at this point, they will make absolutely no change, considering the horrendousness that is this opening. About 10 keys-ish left. I see just Grim and Sadness and greens and yellows and blues and purples, but no legendaries. I need that Pelagius as well. I'm happy with getting him, but everything is getting overshadowed by the fact that no legendaries, B-bars, are coming out, guys. We're going to go 5 more. We're actually not going to keep doing this if this is the luck, man. If this is the luck, we're going to need 20 legendary commanders within the next 4 keys for me to continue all the way down to 60. And it seems like a grim situation on the 1-on-1s. Oy vey. Okay, one last one. Do we get a legendary? Okay. Well, this is clearly not working out. 24 sculptures have been gotten. The simple task of the open all is to beat 24. It means that 1 of every 3 gold keys has to have something, and we're good. We're going to do the same thing we did last time. Pretty straightforward and simple. We are going to click this beauty. I am going to hide the screen with my hat. What's up, Roy? Welcome to the stream. I am going to hide my hat with my hat and click OK. And then it's up to you guys to give us a little bit of a prediction, if you guys want, of how many you guys think will come out of 64 keys. And then I will look at you guys, and you guys will tell me whether it's an oh my god beat or a lol bust. The number we got to beat is 24 sculptures. Are we ready for this? Oh, this is so bad. This is so bad. Do I have the mouse on the right place? This is so bad. Go. This is probably going to be an oh my god, but it's not going to be the best oh my god. As this ended, and I'm looking, and I see lol. I see lol by AB the Beast, which scares me. It does scare me. There's an oh my god, there's a lol. Did we bust? Did we bust? Did we bust? Did we bust? That'd be insane if we busted. Oh my god, we're already here. Oh my god. Did we bust? We busted. Boys, we busted. Oy vey. That's 27. We won, but oh my, yeah, 27, right? 6, 2, 2, 6, 10. That's 27. Oh no. Technically better than a 24, but my open all from the jumper was a million times better. A million times better. Oh, this is depressive. At least we get him, which I really want. He is useless. He I can still upgrade. Her is useless. So these guys are useless. This is useless. This is useless. Oy vey. This is so bad, the situation. You didn't want all those Cleos and El Cid? I do want Cleo. I'll take as many Cleos as I need. As a matter of fact, I can now upgrade her and get her to be a better gatherer than she already is. I'm not going to really waste absolutely anything on her at this point, but I can level her up whenever I feel like it. Charles, on the other hand, did get himself a nice little upgrade, which we need. Cao Cao didn't get anything. Frederick picked up an upgrade, which is weird. And thankfully, I end up getting bonus damage at attacking cities' governors. That's exactly what I needed. And I think that's what we got, right? Very sad situation. Very sad. What about you? You can at least get almost maxed out. I can almost... We'll go back to that in a second. This guy really saddens me. How about you? You are also on the right path and picking up the right skill too. Although I do want this more. So, this is not bad either though. So, Pelagius also we know needs an upgrade, which is fantastic because now he can heal. Starlight Sculptures, rare crits, blah, blah, blah. Let's do the... We almost critted him, remember? When we tried critting him and failed miserably. We don't really need anything beyond that, right? No. We don't need anything beyond that, really. It's a waste and a shame at this point. You gotta level him up a little bit. Gotta get his healing factor up. This is also a pretty good question. Eulogy actually is gonna get a pass right now because I'm gonna go pick up 31 in a second of his, which I have available. Herman also didn't see enough. Osman actually did, which is one of the guys that we said that we really want to get leveled up before this event is going on. So I think that what I'll do is I'll push a little bit of him in because I really want him in at a situation where he is nearing as much as possible this to do the mix for full capacity troops. I got a lot of work to do here tonight. Oh, buddy. Commanders wise. 303 sculptures saved up. Gold sculptures saved up. Yes. And I'm on my way to a few more. As you guys can see, these guys are being pests and actually pushing the boundaries up as the event nears its end. But I'm not going to sit here for sure. This is, I'm sitting on about 130,000 difference between me and number 2. And this alone will give me what I need to get to number 2. Add this to number 2 to number 1 as well. Oh, dude, you have to push for number 1. I am. I have this already being built up. This already almost done. I know that these two guys are relatively cheap time-wise versus the amount of power that I'll end up getting. And I will need these eventually for... Yes, 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 Killer Alone. I pushed the hell out of this, and I was just researching without thinking too much about the levels of the academy. So I'm just going to push the academy next, just to the next level, just as soon as possible. I didn't really care for the academy level as I was researching. I cannot level the up academy and research at the same time. Gold mines are super cheap time-wise for high power. I completely agree, except for the fact... So if I see similar hospitals, although hospitals are high cost on RSS, I'm pretty sure this is pretty high cost on RSS as well. That's all that's left on this guy is level 25, which I do want to get done. What's your City Hall level? That's how I got to 4th, by pushing City Hall 25 yesterday. Yesterday I pushed up City Hall 25. It was 24. I got a little bit of help from some friends in terms of resources, and I pushed this up. I got this going, and I got this going out of the way too. Yeah, that's it's just 25. It was just like, we just got to get it cranking. I have been saving a substantial amount of speed ups, as you can see right here, for the day that comes where I need to push those big boy researches. So I got these guys going, as you can see, and I got these guys here as well, which are more used as I've been using them based on need. And of course, these guys are getting used first of all. So you can see, I'm not gonna have a problem using these to get these guys finished up, and I might use regular speed ups for one of these two buildings, or perhaps even go ahead and upgrade a hospital. One of the two. Because, I mean, at this point, 20, 20, and 10, I'd rather go for the 26, 26, and blah. That's the problem. I don't have a problem with resources yet, I think. I think that resources-wise, I still stand on a very good ground, considering I have these to play with, these guys to play with, and a decent amount of bag, especially when it comes to 48 million food sitting right here, another 10 right here, so that's a decent amount of food sitting in my bag. These guys right here, that's what, 35 million wood. Use your gems, it makes me cringe a little bit. These guys, yeah, these are the emergency gems. These are the gems that I don't notice that are going down. Gotta slow spend those down speed ups for from the merchant. Yep. That's the plan of them. So I've been keeping these guys, and in case things happen that I push gems, I always have backups. Gotta slow spend those down on speed ups from the merchant. Yup. I mean, we've been picking up everything we can. I got a nice little solid this and this for resources, and this for gems at a 70% discount is an obvious no-brainer after we went for the one time. Never know what the wheel event could hit to exactly, which is exactly why I am taking my time. And as a matter of fact, in this account, all these are being saved exactly for that. In case a wheel event happens or something like that, I have a decent like 20, 30, maybe 40,000 gems in here ready to be spun at any moment, because I'm not going to be able to keep holding all the gems that I have, because the more merchants come in, the better. Now, VIP will reset, what, in 2 days? In a day and something. So that's another 4K gems out the window right here. Not to mention that if we really decide to get like crazy and go for these guys, it's not the worst thing you could do. We'll push for 22. Bro, I have 45K gems as a free-to-play player. I am at City Hall 21. I'm at level 21 of the roses. Should I buy the 7K thing? I think you should. I definitely think you should. You're at the right place at the right time to get the skin, the permanent skin, a ton of good stuff. Like, it's a no-brainer. You'll end up getting, I think, like 3 or 4, even 5,000 gems back at level 22. What's up, Russell? Do you get the tier 5 troops? I want to get the tier 5 troops. I'm very, very far from there, but I'm not that far. I'm far, right? It looks like 13 million is a long way to go, and there's like tens of thousands of speed ups ahead of me. However, I do have a substantial amount of speed ups just standing by. I calculated a good chunk of probably like 150 days in here alone, or even more than that. There's a good chunk. I ended up using a bunch of these. I just used 30 days worth of these and I still have them. There is in here a good, it's a lot of time, guys. There's a lot of times in here. If you think about 8 of these is 1 day, okay? I'm almost, we can do the math very, very fast. How many days of speed ups? Oh God, don't kick me out of, okay, cool. So we said 3 times 359, that's 1,000 hours, which is 44 days worth of speed ups right here. If we do this check and we see how many days that is, this is 250 days. So I can, with these 2 tiles right here, pretty much get that level, those 3 level 10 researches out the way. Now, all these guys can also be utilized to get there. So I am very confident that I can pretty much get those 3 big researches out of the way just whenever I decide I deem necessary, based on resources more than anything. I've been pushing the researches, pushing the speed ups. Now the big thing is going to be, again, I'm focused on here. I really want to have a bigger rally so I can help my alliance with fort rallies. I think that once I hit the 1.1, 1.2, which is level 20, I'll be really there. I've been using my gems only here just to get here and keep pushing this. So this is going to be the main priority. I do have a good amount to keep pushing at least 1 more level here, looking for the lohars to keep grinding. This, I mean, it's almost there. It's just really a ton of just time and resources and effort and utilizing it correctly. You guys can see I've been utilizing it as correctly as possible, as I've been waiting for one of these events to get the kind of push that I did in here. This is not going to stand. I will definitely, more than certainly, push for number 1 in here. And if it means I got to go broke bags wise to get this done, it will happen. Fortunately, I have a friend that does help me out a lot with resources, someone who spends or used to spend a substantial amount and just kind of gave up on this game and has a lot of bags. So that's the good news about this account, that it does have a little bit of a resource infusion. Speed ups wise, did you spend gems to upgrade to VIP 10? Yes, I did. I just spent gems on the jumper account as well to reach VIP 10, which is was a gamble right now, because there could be at any moment a let's see here really quickly what I want to do. So you can see right here, he is VIP 10 as well. So it was a gamble. I spent about 30-some thousand gems to get him to VIP 10 on the gamble that hopefully another wheel event won't come up in the next week or so. Add to that the fact that we have 3 more minutes to buy this pack. Holy moly, hold on. Good thing that we swapped. I almost forgot to buy that pack. Let me go on the phone and pick up that pack, or else what is the point of maximizing our efficiency? How much is VIP 10? VIP 10 is 150,000 points. So it's double from VIP 9. And I'm pretty far into, as you guys give me a second, I'm on the phone purchasing the pack. Before the pack goes away, it's a 1-tap purchase. Bam. Come on. Do we get gold keys from that pack? Because if we do, we got to open them. No, we don't. But we do get VIP points. And does it count toward our friendly recharge? Does it? Nope, it does not. Wah. Well, we're going to have to do the recharge thing as well in a moment. Oh, well. All right, back to the big account, to show you guys, you know, you guys think that that we just talk about spending. We picked up another one of these beautiful packs, which is all about the legendary commanders. You guys ask me how I always have that many. How do you have that many speed ups in your bag? Did you ever count them? I briefly counted a few of the bigger stacks, and I'm gonna be using a little bit of those speed ups today to make sure I get my commanders that I want, the legendary sculptures that I want. So let's go ahead and no, I wanted to show you guys on this account that we picked up the pack. What do you know? And we even have more roses. Ooh, we have a lot of roses. Time out. We have a lot of roses here. Let's go rose it up. Oh, we got 12 roses still. Let's go rose it up. I still gotta go get. Did I get all the all the things that I was supposed to get from here? No, I still need a few more of these. I'll go get them later before the day ends for sure to get my 100th and final thing, meaning that I finished the event on both accounts. This account, unfortunately, will only be hitting level 19 by the looks of it, which sucks because at level 20, we would end up getting some more gold keys for the next time around. But I'm happy with level 19. At least we picked up on the jumper account, the big boy new skin, which was really what I wanted. Going back to the big account. Roy BE, have you announced your project yet? Yes, I did. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be organizing an awesome way of setting up this Ark of Osiris. So on top of it just being 1v1s against random people that you don't know every time without it meaning anything, we're going to get a couple of content creators to join this project and cast of these things, kind of like an esports event where we will have all these YouTubers doing live streams of these different alliances fighting their Ark of Osiris, and we will be analyzing how they improved from previous times and things like that, and following up on their numbers, on their achievements, on the people that grew, how they grew, stuff like that, how much, like, make a whole sport out of it. Since we're doing these Ark of Osiris is at least twice a month from here on out, every 2 weeks. So I'm working on making a whole system of how alliances can join it and participate, and then some awesome content creators will be part of it as well to cast and like shoutcast essentially the Ark of Osiris events. Roy, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Our second subscriber of the night, you joined us in the beer glass. Why don't you upgrade your groups to tier 3s? Because I am waiting for a good Mightiest Governor event to actually plow the hell. That's another thing about these speed ups that I have, is that I'm doing all these things in parallel, and every single one of them is a long-term project. One of them is the fact that I want Saladin unlocked in this kingdom, and for that to happen, I'm going to end up having to be top 15 in the Mightiest Governor event, or at least top 25 twice. With that being said, if we go look at the individual power in this kingdom, you guys can see I'm in 141. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players with tier 5s, a 9th one coming in, a 10th one on his way, which is a cool project we're working on. And there's going to be a lot more than that. So to get to top 15, I'm going to have to beat all these guys, all of these very, very active, strong players. It's not going to be easy, right? It's not going to be easy at all. I'm going to have to really, really plan ahead of time. These guys are big spenders, so there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. So these troops right here might not even be enough to even place anywhere near the top where we want to place, but we're going to need every single one of these troops to be upgraded in order to really maximize our luck and into getting there. So all these guys will get upgraded, every single one of them. You can see I have a million set of troops, and they're mostly in tier 2s, tier 3s, and so forth and so on. They'll all get upgraded to tier 4s, which is also why I'm not a big fan of, I'm not going to be able to participate too much. Did he open the gold keys on the big account? What time in the video? Like maybe 20 minutes ago? So yeah, that's where we stand on this account. It's kind of in the middle of a lot of things. I've been saving up a ton of these guys again, because I really want to see if I should push Saladin up or not. Maybe if I decide he's not worth it, one of these guys will get the push instead. But I'm just like in between so many things that I don't really know how to progress with them. So some things like these commanders I'm just leaving to the side, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be once I get there, because it's all about like how to spend my sculptures, and there is never a good way to spend them. If I end up deciding getting them on this, next thing you know, I'll find he gets buffed. Or if I go on Saladin, next thing you know, I don't get Saladin, and I've been just wasting my time. So it's crazy. Help me choose between Britain and Japan. I like the special samurai units from Japan, but I also like the troop training for Britain. So which one's the best? What level of the game are you? Are you a beginner? Have you started as one of the two? Which one do you start with? What level are you at in the game? What part of the game are you at? Do you get level 25 rewards from the Valentine event? Nope. On this account, I ended up... I'm level 22. I can keep pushing. There's not too much I can keep doing except gathering resources, and that's that. So it is what it is. I could be spending a ton of money on packs. I could still buy all the $300 packs, but quite honest with you, I just don't. I don't see it's not in the cards. It's not in the cards at this time. How many days old is your kingdom? Is that kingdom? This kingdom is kingdom 58. It should be like well over 100 days. Kingdom 58 is 144 days. And that's another reason why I am so like behind on a lot of things, because I just straight up try to do the best I think is better, and that means hold on and chill for a little bit, and then I find out that I chilled too much. And then I just gotta be playing, spending, and doing things. So I'm in between a lot right now. For now, my main focus is strictly to get that first place and another 20 sculptures in the bank. And then from there, we're gonna start really focusing on getting my rally bigger. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit of a nice event where I can get more arrows for that. And then we're just gonna start just pushing that level 25 academy. And finally, hopefully, by the time Academy 25 is going through, we'll be speeding that one up as well and just get to a level where we are pretty comfortable with our researches, and we're nowhere near that at this stage. $13 million power and you have 200k tier 4 is very, very low. I love how people just like the two things that really bug me that people say is that they say, oh, you're little might. And I was like, what the hell does power have to do with anything? Even if I upgraded all those tier 4s, my power won't go up that much. I'm just not training as many tier 4s as you think I should. And whenever I decide it's time to push them up, it's definitely more than certainly going to happen. And I was mentioning that I wanted eulogy. How many sculptures of eulogy do I need? See, eulogy is someone I really want to upgrade. He's a 31. Him, so we got a bunch of decisions to make. First of all, is it worth spending the 11 sculptures and maxing this guy out? What do you guys think? Should I spend the 11 sculptures, the 21 sculptures missing to max out Kusunoki? You guys see it as worth? I think that I noticed during Ark of Osiris, during the open field battles, there's a lot of opponents everywhere. So his AoE damage might actually be very handy. So I think he is going to be worth spending these extra sculptures on. Although I do really not like spending sculptures on commanders that I can get from the expedition, which is why I really want to get eulogy out of the way. Speaking of which, I did not do this today, and there are 2 eulogies. So that's why I don't want to do Kusunoki, because I really think that I can end up getting him from here just by doing more expeditions and just upgrading, kind of like I'm going to do with this guy right now. I'm only at 61, as I still don't have enough tier 4s to actually push through the rest of this. Again, this account is somewhat on the cross paths of a lot of different little long-term projects that I've been doing to try to maximize my situation, Because as you guys can see, this kingdom is not an easy kingdom at all. It's like a very, very, very heavy kingdom. Look at this. Look at this. Sons of Chaos coming right back up. And that's considering if I saw correctly, and I think I saw correctly. Let's see. Next is here. Did I not see more people here? I thought I did. Maybe they went back. Maybe they went back to SOC. But I saw a few people from SOC in here. Kirby is in here at 16 mil. Sandy is in here at 28. Tommy is in here at 45. These guys are all, this guy, this guy, this guy, they are all Sons of Chaos members. So if they end up coming back, Sons of Chaos can actually end up coming back up to top 3 maybe, which is interesting. Who has the highest power in our kingdom? There is only one guy with enough power out there, and that is Zool Dark. Shout out to Zool. Really, really cool guy. Insane amounts of kills. Insane player. Anywhere Zool is a good place to be at. You do not want to be facing Zool. What's up, Navneet? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How's your Saturday going? Stridox should be there? What do you mean? We also have a free-to-play account. Yes, we do have a free-to-play account, which we will be doing a free-to-play series on, which I introduced to you guys yesterday. It's growing. It's doing well. What's up, Axe? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, everybody who has just joined us. Everybody who's new to the channel, welcome to the stream. It's a Saturday. We're about 47 minutes away from the Ark. Gotta make a couple of decisions. You crossed the 20M today. That's dope. I really need to push some power through researches very, very soon. This whole building only with building speed ups is gonna go bad. Because I got plenty of levels to level up in here. Plenty of time to go to in here. Like, all these different buildings got to get to 25. All these got to get to 25, and I'm going to have to push them because every moment that these are building are moments that I'm not training, which is bad. So all these need to get to 25. So that's 4, 8, and then I'm guessing 9. And then I would say 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, I'm guessing that 15 as well. And if I were to guess exactly more, I'd say 16. And only after that, maybe this, 17, this, if I didn't mention it, and then this one. So there is storehouse as well. There's everything. What's up, Matt? I see you're going to Ark. We are supposed to fight today at but our R4s made a huge mistake and wrote us for tomorrow. Matt, can you guys do it tomorrow though? How many roses do you think you need for the event? So to max it out, all this is about 2,500 points. And I've noticed that the roses have been working kind of like at a 2 ratio. So I've been rolling a ton of roses and it's been 2 points because of the multipliers essentially. So I would say that you need at least a good like 2,000 roses to get the event done. At least, bare minimum. Best case scenario, I think like 26, 27, even 2,800 roses to get the event done. Adit, you can rewind in the video right now and see where the openings were, and then click on the live video when you want to come back. The beauty of YouTube is that The VOD is already live. You can watch it by just rewinding. Who's the best commander to be pairing with Scipio? What are you pairing him for? Scipio can be a lead for a lot of things. Scipio can be a lead for a lot of things. If you're trying to make a punch bag, as Ronnie calls it, a punch bag march, then you want to have Scipio with someone like Osman that is maxed out with a troop capacity bonus of 10% on both. You're carrying 20% more troops, which means you last longer. You can do all sorts of things with him. It just really depends what the target is and what kind of troops you're planning on sending. What do you think about Charles Martel and Constantine? Why the sad face? Why the sad face, my friend? Why the sad face? He's an infantry commander, right? He's an infantry garrison support commander. The fact that he's a support commander is interesting because, if I'm not mistaken, he's a defense commander, and he's a defense commander as well. So, you would say, let's look at something here really quickly. Where are you? You. So at the support level, you can get a lot of rage restore. So maybe Constantine as a first might not be the worst thing ever if you have him as an infantry and a little bit of support. You can get here for sure. You can probably get here. Maybe get this tree going at a max level. You want to run him full infantry. I wouldn't be pairing stuff with Constantine. Ooh, wow, I'm dropping frames. Frame drops. It is, guys, it is a storm. We are going through a storm. I repeat, we are going through a storm of the internet. The internet is storming. Please hold on to your chairs as we are flying through this internet hiccup. You guys know, as you guys know, the winds are strong. We are dropping frames slowly and steadily. The stream will fix itself back up. Just hold on tight. It is going to pass very, very soon. I hope sooner rather than later. I see we are still shaking, guys. We are still shaking. The stream is shaking. The winds, it's just, look at the internet just going. It's trying to fix itself up. It's kind of trying to close out the gap. I can see that the internet is recuperating, but it still keeps going down. Oh no, come on, internet. There we go. As things stabilize and it seems like the storm has passed, we will be dropping a little bit more frames just to even things up a little bit. But it seems like the storm is passing. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on tight to your chairs as we are in this flight together. It is a little bit of windy up here as we hit a little bit of a panic. It's all the porn I've been running in the background. That is actually a very good thing to remind me to do. There we go. You know what happens when you have two emulators running plus the chat plus everything? Every now and then the internet just goes. Do you like my blow the storm away? I am trying. It is already past. This is like the aftermath. This is the aftermath. I'm seeing that the frames are slowly still dropping, but it's like already past. Now we're just cleaning it up. I can afford 2 legendary commanders, big spender. So otherwise I'd run the Eulgi with Charles as primary. Honestly, I really like Richard. I really like Richard primarily because of his healing abilities and his ability to just keep you out there in the fight. If you ask me, skill-wise, I'd prefer Richard primarily because we have no clue when Constantine is gonna be out. If you're planning for Constantine and you're just gonna say I'm gonna hold on for that, That's not necessarily the worst idea, but the question is whether you're willing to allow it to affect your gaming experience right now. Gecko is a great flight attendant. I actually need to make that a thing. We need to know in the stream that every now and then the internet has a little bit of a hiccup. It does happen very occasionally. And when that happens, you guys got to let me know in the chat and I'll turn on the boom, boom. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going through a little bit of a rough patch in the airs. Please fasten your seatbelts and make sure you stay tuned. Do not leave the stream or else I will smack you with a flip-flop. We're good now, and I see that we're not really out of the woods yet. I see that the quality is still not dropping frames again, but the quality is low. When is Kingdom versus Kingdom? Ooh, Kingdom versus Kingdom is a great question, and one that I would love to answer, except for the fact that even if I was allowed to thinking about telling you what I think is happening, I'm probably going to be very, very much punished for saying what I think is going to happen. But if you ask someone who is not me, who has the same opinion as I do, you would see that the Ark of Osiris events that are going on in a much bigger frequency are slowly and steadily going to be better and better. You'll see that the server quality will be better, that things are going to be smoother. You're going to be seeing in the next few attempts, in the next few weeks of these events going on, improvements. And then, you know, sooner rather than later, you will see a bigger Kingdom versus Kingdom event. I think that this is a wrapping event that they're using, an excuse event to test out a few mechanics that are very important for KVK. And yeah, he's gonna be in Kingdom in day 33. 34 is the first time. Flight crashed? Timeout. What? What? Stupid YouTube, that's not my fault. I'm seeing here, it says that I'm okay. I see everything on my dashboard. It says everything is good. So sorry if it's still hiccuping. But, ladies and gentlemen, we might have hit a patch of rough air. If you would mind clicking F5 on your keyboard right now and fastening your seatbelt as we do the loop-de-loop on your screen, which will end up getting you back here as our viewership tanks. Our viewership just did. So let's make sure you guys are coming back. Gecko, how come you're training tier 2s and not tier 4s? For the millionth time, I train tier 2s so I can upgrade them to tier 4s during Mightiest Governor events and make more points. Wooden internet, right? No, actually, I have 2 emulators running at the same time, which is really pissing it off. Add to that Discord in the background, Google Docs running in the background, the Dropbox syncing and everything live being pushed, being buggy and annoying. So let's go ahead and, for the sakes of just staying in the one account right now, let's go really quickly into the jumper and close it out. But I'm not gonna close it out. We're gonna send some gatherers out because we still got time for a little bit of rose boxes, and we're gonna keep it active as we got 99% of the things we need to get. So let's go ahead and go gather for now, which is all we can do, and then we'll close out this emulator. Hopefully the internet will stay in a good shape, because we went from 70 people to 36 within 2 seconds, which is probably the saddest thing on earth. But at the same time, what can we do? Technical difficulties do tend to make people go away. I also wonder if Chisco decided to stream his event or not. If he decided to stream it, then that also explains the viewage drop. But that never stopped us before. We've attempted to fight for viewers with Ronnie and Chisco before, unsuccessfully, but we at least try. So yes, read my message, my boy. What? Did you know about the 2 million subscriber YouTuber getting a sponsorship from ROC? Now find info I should spill. Did you know about the two? There was Nick and Knight was part of the the community program that we were selected to, like myself, like Chisco, like Echo, like Spooby, Shinchi, and all of them. This Clash Bastion, Duke. We're all part of the community, the community partnership thing, or and whatever not. And he got in and didn't want to do videos. I don't know. I mean, it was an open thing where anyone could submit their videos and be selected. We were all selected out of like a group of people. Let me swap accounts back to the big account, and from there we can close the other simulator that's running the small account, the jumper account, which should help us internet wise a little bit. And let me go ahead and also turn this off while we're at it really quickly, and close Origin, which is the Apex launcher. So quit Origin. I don't know why we even have Skype open at this point in time. This is beyond ridiculous that Skype decided, oh, it is time for me to be online. Really? Where are you? Who told you it's okay to run on my system right now? The amounts of services running are mind-blowing. It explains why everything is so slow. Oh well. Okay, sorry about that. You guys are about to see everything once again. Bam, perfect. Now you guys can see, and we're good. Okay, well, I don't really know what to tell you. If he does, if he doesn't, it really doesn't make, it won't really help you that much. If he is just, if he's making content, then good for him. We'll see. I mean, from my understanding, Nick is not doing content about ROC, so I don't know. Close Discord if you have it on. Okay, you can close Discord too, and then you guys again are not going to be able to see anything. I know, sorry about that. Life is tough. Closing Discord and letting you guys see once more. Here you go. Don't be mad. Bam, you guys are seeing again. So just like that. I'm here from the last live. I asked you when you're going to open keys. Now you are. Nathan, I already did in the beginning. Go back an hour and like 20 minutes for the first opening, and then go back like 40 minutes for the second opening. There's gonna be videos of both of them coming up soon, okay? Just so you know. I just think it's cool, and I'll message you on Discord. Okay, cool. Nice. If he ends up making content, that'd be nice. So at this point, we're left with a bit of work to do. So we want EULG one more level up before the event, which we're gonna go pick up right now. I could spend a decent amount of these guys on him to get him to a level where he is potentially useful, but he's really only useful once he has this. So I think I'm gonna pass on him for now. I think that what we'll end up doing is just run what we got, and just that's that. Kusunoki will end up getting 21 and be leveled up. The reason I do this is because really I just want to max one more of these guys and get them out of the way. Bam, with you guys right here we have Kusunoki's Soul of the Samurai, and he is another one of our maxed out commanders, even though none of them are at a higher level, and that's because I don't run that many I don't do that many whatchamacallit Guardians, which I should be doing. Yes, I did max out Richard Tai, so Richard is the only one that I got. Let's look at your message on Discord. Okay. Good for him, I guess. see someone else also messaged me. What is this? I got tagged here. Oh, well, damn. Oh, shoot. This guy opened 92 keys at once and picked up 1, 2, 4, 5, 62, 70, 83 commanders. Whoo-wee, that's crazy. Nice, bro. Congrats. I have 23 mil and I haven't maxed one yet. Yes, I have him maxed. I can probably go on and get a couple more really strong. I'm in between these two that I want to work on right now, and I'm also holding on for now because I understand Saladin is coming up. As you guys can see, out of that whole opening, we still haven't got Mehmet on this account, which is just disgusting, but it is what it is. All these commanders, as you can see, are kind of like in between things. They're not really useful just yet. I mean, Cao Cao is kind of nice. I might decide to upgrade him further and just go ahead and have a little bit of luck with him as I make him a 5-1-1-1. Richard is really not worth it. Richard, I really want to get him to this 2-5-5 before I unlock these two at the same time, hoping that I get more out of here than in here. And yeah, all the legendaries are primarily like in between things. They're nowhere near as useful except for Richard. Even the Minamoto is really weak, which he needs to get boosted too. Show Richard, which Richard is not on a good skill tree at this point. Richard is a secondary commander. Richard's job is to sit right here. Yulji was sitting with him and he's no longer, but Richard is gonna be sitting right here, and Richard sitting right there means that he is a full garrison guy. I do have him set up on a little bit of rage right here, but he is strictly going for the garrison defense. That's what Richard is doing. For talents wise, skills, you guys can see the skills, but talent, all they matter is if he is a primary commander, and since I send him as a secondary commander, then his talents being this are okay, because that's what Yulji is going to be there for, as the guy who's gonna we reset his talents just recently because we want to have him as a full infantry guy right before the event. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's really quickly, we can set him up, do the basics at least. So let's see, we do want the rage, normal attack, army led by this commander, reduced to 50% of the strength, defense of all troops, infantry health. Okay, so I do want rage. I do want rage, so that's one way. Now, commander deals an additional 3% damage to cavalry units. Okay. March speed of infantry, which also I guess we're gonna need to get to. Normal attacks of 10% chance reduced for 2 seconds. When army leader, this commander contains infantry, only infantry units give 10% chance to reduce damage taken by 5% for the next 2 seconds. There's really no good way to do this, right? I mean, the basic guys are pretty useful any which way I go. And now the question is whether I want to go this path to here or this path to here. Reduce target march speed, which is really important if I'm gonna end up going against cavalry. So I probably am gonna go like this. Normal attacks, 10% chance to reduce the march speed by 5%. So I want to lock the person down in a fight in case it's cavalry, so he doesn't run away from me. And when army commander can reduce damage taken, which I can't even get there regardless. But health and defense versus march speed, which is listen, don't judge me. This is essential for this is going to be very important for the event itself, as we're going to have to be moving a lot. And then in between health and health, I don't have that much left. So we'll put it here. Can actually give him a couple of boosts level wise, just to get him a little beefier. We got plenty of things in here, but we're gonna keep these for now and go look at the next choice here. So if we end up sending something like him with anyone else, like him as a full leadership with extra cavalry, as that's what it will probably be, then he will send a mixed set of troops, as he is. I need to actually reset him because this shouldn't be happening. I should be maxing this all the way first. So I do not mind having this here, increase all damage dealt, and more rage and 1.5 a commander star level, and my commander star level is pretty good. It's at 5, so we're hitting like 7%. So that's not the worst thing that happens. And I'm pretty much only setting up maybe 2 or 3 marches at best. He might be a 3rd march, but he's already well set up on the cavalry department, although he doesn't have the movement, but we'll see. So it's either going to be Richard as secondary to Eulogy and Pelagius with this guy, or even going to be this guy with Pelagius, or if we really want to go crazy, we can do a couple of other things. That's kind of just to think about the amounts of marches that I'll be sending, because realistically I won't be able to send that many active marches out there, as I don't even have enough troops for a full march. Like, I'm gonna do a full infantry march, and it's not gonna be completely full of tier 4s. It's gonna be like a mix of these 3, which is not the best thing ever. Same can be said about the cavalries, so like doing mixes is not the worst thing I can do. But I will send a little bit of these to kind of, these guys can actually do a decent job. These guys too are in a decent amount, but it's just going to be a hard like specialized move just yet. Once I actually get all these upgraded, you can see I have over 250 here, which will be more than enough for 1 march of each type of troop plus a mix. So it's going to be very interesting as I level up these guys from tier 2s to tier 4s. Now here's a big problem, right? Once I'm gonna have to stop the stream and reset it once this hits about in 10 minutes or so, because I really want to make sure we get a completely different VOD for the event that's coming up, which is the actual thing, whatchamacallit, the Ark of Osiris we're gonna be casting / participating in. So I'm gonna restart the stream in a little bit, so if you guys are here, don't leave, or if you leave, come back. You're gonna have a refresh in a moment. Read your messages in game. Oh god, don't crash my thing, please. This usually crashes my game, so what we got here? What is this? What are you trying to show me? That your game is not loading resources properly, so you're missing all the images, the background images. Yeah, that happens on iOS devices quite often, where resources don't load up properly. You have an iPhone, don't you? Did you max the event for epic sculptures? Yes, sir. We're at 100 out of 100. So that's going to be nice. I really do really badly want to push this guy up for his ability to be like a nice little mixed set of troops with my Scipio, the punch bag theory. Once I actually end up leveling up everything to tier 4s, I'll have a cavalry march, I'll have a cavalry march, an infantry march, and then I will have a mixed march, and that mixed march should be the Scipio with Osman mix for the better punch bag mentality, till we get this bad boy to get a 15%, and then we'll have an even bigger punching bag. I'm not too big of a fan of the punching bag ways, but still, I'm pushing Boudica or Eulogy. Is the commander of the week though. That's what I did. He needs 39. Good thing you remind me, because 39 we can buy. 39 we can buy. We bought exactly what we needed. Bam. And got another level, another skill maxed out, which is great. Damage bonus, perfect in time for the event. We get about, we can definitely max him out if you really want to. It'll cost about 140 sculptures, but I'm not gonna do that because he's gonna come back once again, and he's also in the Korea event going on, so I really don't want to be wasting too much of my my generic sculptures when I have these fellas that are gonna need those generic sculptures to really keep pushing themselves. Especially I want to level Osman up a little bit. I want to keep pushing Belisarius because he's a nice peacekeeping cavalry guy. I'm really gonna need him to star up once again so I can start carrying a second commander. With him to go barbarian hunting to get XP, because that's the name of the game. So, let me... Let me reply to this. Now that that's replied to, we got about 17 minutes until this beautiful Ark of Osiris event. Unfortunately, and I'm saying unfortunately, I am actually participating in it. I quite honestly don't think I deserve to be part of the 30 people. I think that there were other people that deserve it much more than I do. From Nox to IP to Carmel to these guys to these guys to these guys to all these guys that deserve it before me. For some reason I was picked. I guess because I'm gonna be doing the content. I don't really mind being part of it. I would have rather cast it, which is what I did. I'm gonna do tomorrow with the Legends Gaming event that's gonna be tomorrow. Is it okay if I send you a DM on Instagram later? Sure, you definitely can send me a DM on Instagram. But yeah, this is gonna be an interesting event because we are really paired up with a very, very, very weird situation. This is not going to be fun for them. And if I was them, I probably wouldn't even be fighting this. There's a huge difference between them and us. And the difference is substantial enough that it's worth it for them to get the points and to lose the troops until they're out of troops and stop fighting, versus like spending their speed ups to come up to get killed more and more. Honestly, I highly doubt that they'll send more than their first or second couple of units that they have, and once they're all out of units, they'll just stop fighting. So it's gonna be a rush to hit that level the 10,000 points to get the best bang for your buck for being there. So we're gonna be focusing on that while attempting to cast the event. We have this already set up in here, which was what I showed you guys previously, that you can pair a beautiful set of commanders called Lancelot with the talent tree set up as such, so that you get as much mobility out of them as you can possibly think. This gives you, in here you have some march speed, in here you have some march speed, you have some march speed all over this place, and we maximized his efficiency. Here's the whole thing if you guys want to take a screenshot of it. And we have him leading a one troop, or I think in here he has more than one troop of tier 1 cavalries, which are paired with this guy who has an also march speed skill, as I have an alarm going on in the background. So these guys are really useless and pointless because all we care about is the speed. And once that's maxed out, we have a nice little set that does some obscenely fast walking. Now check this out, right? So let's find something that we can send them to march to. Let's send them to march. Let's send them to march somewhere here, just so it's like a further walk. Send them to march here. So if we send these guys down this way, what you'll see is they have 112 let's make sure this is set up properly since we're already here. Let's set it up at 1 and then go here and that, and yes, so now it's a 1 set of troops. Look how fast these guys are going to be walking. Look at this. Look at these guys flying on the map. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to send these guys straight to an altar so we can get a ton of points early. And then once the altar is, these guys are sitting in an altar, the most likely thing that'll happen is I'll be able to port to one of the obelisks. In that case, I will swap different the different types of sets of commanders and stuff like that in there, so there's someone holding in case we get attacked. I see what turn is writing and I might as well take it off the screen. Can you teleport to the obelisk when your troop is in a camel shop gathering? I'm pretty sure you can teleport to the obelisk anywhere as long as your troops are not on the battlefield, they're in a building. The whole point is because it's an open map, if they're in a building, it means they don't have a path back. So they'll be able to make a path back from a building, but they can't make it from a middle random place on the battlefield. Okay. Give me a sec. I know you guys are not seeing a single thing. It won't last long. I promise. Here you go. Oh, how fast these guys are moving. We can run around these guys. So, I'm looking right now for the thumbnail for the next stream because we're gonna have an Ark of Osiris battle going on in a moment. It's gonna be dope. So I hope you guys stick around as I am gonna reset the stream in a couple of moments. It will make most people probably say, oh, he left and stop watching. So I hope you guys do come back. But I have to restart so I can get a proper, so I can get a proper VOD of the event. Bam. Perfect. So guys, I'm restarting the stream. Give me 2 minutes tops. And I'm refreshing the stream. We'll do our final preparations and then get some water, get ourselves, and this is going to be caster mode. So while the event is going, I will be pretend casting it, pretty much shoutcasting the event. I will be participating in it, which will make it so much harder, but I'm going to try to shoutcast as best of my ability as an impartial individual. And even if we do something wrong, it'll be pointed out and stuff like that. So give me 60 seconds. I'm swapping everything. Title, thumbnail, all that good stuff. We'll have a different VOD going on, and it's gonna be dope. Okay guys, so give me 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere, or actually just refresh the page in exactly a minute. I will be back. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you in a bit.